on to item C in new business, road diet traffic study. Boy, Alan, you got a lot of stuff on the
I know.
agenda tonight.
I don't come to council for how long, and then I'm here like the entire night. As Councilman Veer had pointed out, the upcoming proposed project to repave M99 from Hallett to Broad Street is an opportunity for the city to do what is referred to as a road diet, where we would reduce the number of traffic lanes from 4 to 3, with one of those lanes being a designated left turn lane. Something that was included in the master plan in order to make our city more walkable and more business friendly for our downtown. It was something that we had approached MDOT to start discussing back in 2020. Actually, we had one in-person meeting with MDOT to discuss it. It was the last in-person meeting MDOT held before Lansing shut everything down because of COVID. But now that everything's back in the planning and back in face-to-face, when MDOT proposed the project for 2026 to repave it, the planner at MDOT remembered the fact that we wanted to do a road diet, and actually contacted us and said, hey, this is a really good opportunity to do what we wanted to do now when they're redoing the paving. But in order to do that, we need a new traffic study, because the traffic study that we were utilizing back in 2020 is no longer current. And so we need to have a new traffic study. Wade Trim, which is the engineering firm that did the traffic study for us back in 2016, I believe it was, they are able to update and amend our traffic study. And I also asked them to include some time for one of the engineers to come and talk to the public because we'll have to have a public meeting to educate the public as to what we want to do as far as what a road diet is, what we're planning to do with the road diet, and that type of thing. So that's what this proposal is.
Okay, I like it. Any questions for Alan? Councilman Sharp?
What was the cost back in 2016?
Right around 10 or 12,000, I think.
Okay.
Any more questions? Councilman Beard?
And this project, Alan's going to cost us, is it 13,000?
Inflation.
Yeah, some change. But part of it too, it says that it's from North Street to Steamburg.
So the road diet would be from actually from Carleton to Steamburg. The paving project actually starts at Hallett, which is where they stopped the paving with the last project, and will continue. So there's a little bit of overlap there.
Okay.
But most of what we're proposing as far as our changes to do the road diet are mostly just traffic markings. There are a few intersection changes that we would like to do just to clean up some things, but for the most part, it's just restriping.
And that's probably, you think, maybe half a mile?
Huh?
Is there about a half mile of road there, maybe?
I have no idea. Do you know how far it is from Hallett to North Broad?
It's pretty close to half an hour.
Half mile. You're right.
Councilman Stuchel?
So if we go through this diet, we take a couple lanes out, does MDOT cover those costs?
So some of the costs will be ours anyway, but that's one of the other reasons why why the traffic study is important is because there is a grant available to cover a lot of the costs, but one of the other things that they require is a traffic study. I mean, MDOT requires a traffic study to do the road diet, and then in order to apply for this grant, we also need the data
But
from
the actual
traffic.
construction of the road, because it's a state highway.
Is going to be a state project. Yeah.
Same thing Jones was just proposed too, correct?
Thank you.
Did you have something, Councilman Pelley?
Will this actually reduce the width of the road surface?
No, no. It just,
So just parking,
so what, so it'll allow us to add some parallel parking in some areas, but it will also, allow us to add a bike route as well through the downtown, something that is also in the master plan as far as improving and increasing, non-motorized traffic through the downtown.
And it'll slow down traffic in
And
the
it will slow down
downtown,
traffic
which is
as well.
gonna be a real
Right.
benefit.
Which is one of the other things, because that will also reduce noise,
Get
and-
people to stop and look
Yeah,
around for a
and
second
and
instead
it
of
will
just
be, and
rushing
it will be
through it.
much friendlier for pedestrian traffic. I don't know if you walk around the downtown at all, like I do, but there are some areas that are somewhat treacherous to cross.
Councilman Sola.
Just like to make a statement, living on South Broad Street, cars are always racing from the vacant light, and I've screamed at them more than once. Not that it's to any avail, but, I mean, they're up to 50, 60 miles an hour by the time they pass my house, and motorcycles too, and having single lane traffic where they're gonna be stymied by a tractor trailer or something else is very attractive to me.
I mean, it's never gonna take a long time to get through Hillsdale, but I think it's a good idea to try to slow the traffic down. So.
What,
Sorry.
Keep
Continue.
where is the budget coming from for the 13.7, and is it possible to use the grant money to reimburse ourselves from it if we win?
No, on that one. It would be part of our match, and that other question is a question for Mr. Mack.
It would be absorbed in the planning department budget.
So I'm paying for it, apparently.
All right, any more discussion, or do we wanna approve this?
I move to approve the road traffic study.
Motion on the floor from Councilman Soha, seconded by Councilman Stuchel, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it.
Thank you.
Alan.